Alright guys, welcome to this video. It is going to be a tutorial on how to make videos such as the one you're watching right now. My purpose is to inform you how to create quick and easy videos using either your smartboard or a coworker smartboard. The reason why I like doing this is because I like to be in control of my classroom even if I'm not there. I can create a video, create a method for my substitute teacher to access the video, and it's as much as being there as you can, even if you're not. So here we go. If you would like to pause the video, you can type in these web addresses into your URL if you'd like to see examples further from what you're actually watching right now. And you can do that at your leisure. Things you're going to need in order to make a video using this method. Number one, obviously, you're going to need a computer. Number two, you are going to need a smart board or a tablet. Actually, I'm using a tablet right now to make this current video. The reason you're going to need one of these, which may also be a reason why you think you don't need it, the reason I like to use it is because it allows me to draw over my presentations. So being a math teacher, I like to work out problems and show my students the step-by-step process. So it is important for me to do this. However, if you're just going to give a lecture and you got slides that you want to show, then you don't necessarily need the ability to annotate or draw, so then you wouldn't need either one of these. The method that I'm showing you is not Mac compatible. It does not work with the iPad. Other things that you're going to need is definitely smart notebook software. That is where the recording software comes from. For me, it's also what I'm using to make the presentation that you're looking at now. You're going to need a microphone for sound. You're going to need an already completed lesson. That can be a PowerPoint, smart notebook software, anything that you are going to present on. If that's just going to be a website, then you don't really necessarily need to present anything. Some people had said in the presentation that I gave earlier that they just like to have blank pages where they, just write whatever they want on there. That works too. However you want to deliver your message is up to you. This is just what I prefer. If you go ahead and make a lesson, I found that a nice thing that keeps my students accountable is I create a note sheet already printed off for them. What that looks like is you could be looking at this video, but instead of the word computer, you'll have a blank. All right, and the student would be expected to write the word computer in there, to write the word smartboard / tablet in the blank, and just fill in the blanks as they go through the video. And it just gives them some accountability so that they don't just think, oh, well, it's a video, it's a substitute teacher, I don't have to do anything today. So it just adds a little bit of accountability piece. The other thing you're going to need is a little bit of patience, and you'll find out why in my next slide here. All right, what's the process? Number one, create your lesson. Again, I said you don't necessarily need to, but if you do want to create a lesson, you got to do that ahead of time using whatever means possible. Next thing you're going to do is bring up the recorder function. So let me exit out of full screen mode. Also notice as I did that, you watched me do that. So anything that shows up on your screen is being recorded. So to bring up the recorder function, you're going to go down in this area here, click on that arrow, and then the smart notebook, the smartboard icon is that blue box. If you're connected to a smartboard, that X won't be there. If you are not, as I am, then it is there. Click on that, and then go all the way up to the second from the top, and the recorder is there. Now, I'm not going to click on it because I'm already recording, but that's what will pop up, that thing right there. And you can see I'm already 4 minutes into my video and things like that. Okay, you hit record, and you are creating a video as soon as you hit record. I think there's like a 2-second delay from when you start or something like that, but it's really that easy. One other thing that I want to show you is that not only are you going to be able to record the lesson you have, but it literally does give you the ability to record anything that is on the screen. So literally anything you want to have portrayed to your audience, whether you want to go back to your desktop or whatever, is being recorded. Okay. A tip is to be very prepared. Any mistake that you record is going to be recorded. So without any video editing, you only get one shot at it, okay? Now, I'm aware that there's editing software up there and you can upload that. However, if you are just going to use this alone, then there is no way to make up for your mistakes. And that could be good, that could be bad. It's really up to you. All right, so let's say I've made a video, I hit stop. Now what do I do? Okay. What does it create? What's the product? Well, it creates this thing called, it creates a file called the WMV file, which is a Windows Media Player file. It is not Mac compatible. However, I am aware that there is software where you could take your file, upload it into a program, and convert it into whatever you want it to be played in. Okay, but be aware that it does create a WMV file from this. So after you have this file, after it's already completed, you have options to deliver the lesson, right? One thing that I started doing right away was I posted it to my webpage. And I did that because a lot of my students go to my webpage to get daily assignments, notes, and things like that from it. And if they're going there anyways, they will be able to see my video. Also, a lot of our substitute teachers are familiar with working our webpage, so it'll be easy for them to find. Another thing you can do is email it directly to your substitute if you are using it for the purposes of having a substitute teacher in the room, which is what I really use it for. So some of us have that capability, some of us don't, but if you do, that could be easy. What I do is I post my videos to my YouTube channel. Now, my YouTube channel doesn't have a whole lot of stuff on it because I just recently created it, but I will soon be uploading videos to it, and then all of my students will keep going there for the videos. And what I think will happen if that continues to happen, a student can go there for a lesson one day and then realize, oh yeah, I don't remember the stuff from the day before, and the video will be there and they can find it. Another method you can do is save it on a flash drive and then leave it for whoever you want to deliver it, so that could be the sub or whoever. But you have to, in any scenario, any of these, I would leave very detailed instructions on how to find it. Case in point, one of my coworkers made a video, and he just said, hey, you know, if you could just stop in and make sure that this video gets played for my substitute teacher. So I walk in there, and he's getting stuff ready, and he's reading the directions. So I ask him, so do you think you got this? He's like, oh yeah, I read the directions, it's okay. And he's got the computer in his hand, and I said, all right, well, if you need me, I'll be down the hall. So I start walking out, and he goes, oh, there is one thing. How do you turn this on? Pointing to the computer. He didn't even know how to turn the thing on. So leave very detailed instructions, because you never know who is going to be dealing with your material. And you'd hate to go through all the work and not have it get played. So if you have any questions or comments about how to do this, please feel free to go to the Lakeland Union High School website and find me under the math section, Rick Vesbach, and email me with anything you want. Otherwise, that's all there is. I hope you got something out of this. Take care.